Hi guys and girls, I'm George Torado. This is a further review of the 365 XL comp and plus two other builds that I did. This is a true 365 XL comp, and I'm going to tell you why that is in a minute. And this one is the P365X, originally a regular 365, which I converted to a 365X. Now, let me start off with this gun. I've had some issues with this 365X comp. Not major issues, but my third trip to the range, I noticed that after my third trip, and I brought the gun back home, uh, I started to go like something like this with the optic to see if it was still on. There was wiggling room there. In other words, it came loose. I don't know if it broke the Loctite. Uh, Maybe I didn't put enough. I don't know. But I'm going to take this optic off and I'm going to re-Loctite it, okay, to see. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully it holds. If not, I'm going to assume there's a problem with the RMS system here because this optic fits on here but not quite snug. As you can see right there, there's like plenty of room over here, so it's not really tight fitted. Okay, now comparing this system here, the RMS, with a regular, okay, optic cut on a slide. In other words, you take this slide and you send it off to a company like Jaggerworks and have them just cut an optic for you. Let me tell you something. This one here fits super tight, and there is no wiggle room here whatsoever. As a matter of fact, when I received this slide back from Jaggerworks, okay, I was so excited to mount the optic in that as I started to do it, I noticed, like I immediately thought to myself, uh-oh, they cut this too short, the slide too short because I couldn't mount the optic. But no, that was just because I just had to take my time, really seat it in, okay? And then what I did, once I had it in, I put it up to a lamp because I wanted to see if I had seated in all the way in. So I put it to a lamp and I saw daylight right under there. So I said, okay, still not seated in there properly. So I took the gun over, I turned it over on the table, and I really pushed down on it to make sure that optic was seated in. When I put it back up to the lamp, I didn't see no daylight. I said, okay, I'm good to go. But now the interesting part about that is that without even putting the screws on this thing, okay, without even putting it on, I took the gun and I started to shake it like this by the optic to see if it would, and I was doing it violently, that it would not come off. So, and then I put it back to the lamp. I didn't see no daylight there. I said, wow, this thing is really seated in there. And it's a super tight fit. And I immediately put the Loctite on the screws. I screwed them in. And by the way, when you get a optic cut by them, by Jaggerworks, you got to make sure you use their screws, okay? Not the Hollison screws. You got to use their screws because remember, they're the ones that milled this, and they also made the holes for the screws. So you're going to have to use their screws. This way it could fit properly. But anyway, this gun, I took it out to the range already about 3 times. I haven't had no issues with it. The optic has not moved. It has stayed on, okay? So that makes me think, do you go for an RMS system or you go for like a machine work, okay, where they cut the slide there for the optic? I think going this way is a lot better because you get a better tight fit than just this one. Because when I first placed this optic in here, I didn't have no problem. I just put it in and I screwed it on. This one, I had to really try to find a way to put it in because it's that tight from here to here. And if you can see here, look at the gap over here, okay? You can see that gap. And on this one, you don't see no gap. Here's, you can't even see the ledge over here, but that's how tight it is. It is super tight on there. And yeah, she's great. I have, when I did it, of course, I cut the slide, okay, to put an optic. I also put a flat face trigger like the P365X, X and XL, okay, and also the grip modular, the same size as the 365XL. So I literally took that gun and converted it to a 365X. And those are the only three differences between both guns. They both have the 3.1 inch barrel, remember. So does the Spectre Comp, 3.1 inch barrel. So you have to question, is this the 365XL Comp? Or is this other build that I did the true 365XL Comp? Well, as you can see, let's put it over here, and we can see the size difference over here, okay? You see right there, the regular 365XL Comp is shorter than the build that I did, okay, right here. What's the difference? Well, this one has a 3.17 inch barrel, 3.17 inch barrel. This one 3.1, okay? That's a half an inch different. So this is the same size as a regular 365, but I added to this one a compensator, okay? This is the Parker Mountain machine compensator. Okay, you get this as a combo. You get this and plus a threaded barrel, 3.7 inch threaded barrel. And as you can see, it says PMM on it. Now, I took both these guns out to the range, and let me tell you something. Which one do you think shot flatter? Okay, well, if you said it's this one, I'm going to tell you you're dead wrong. This one shot flatter. And I think it's just plain physics, because weighing this gun, okay, to this one, okay, this one weighs about 2.5, close to 3 ounces more, okay, and that's because of the barrel. Remember, the barrel here is bigger, 3.7 to 3.1, and plus the compensator. This compensator alone, just this little lug over here, weighs about 1.2 ounces. I think it weighs a lot more than SIG's built-in comp here. Okay, remember, the barrel ends over here, where you can see the difference right here. You see? And this is the screwed in. Now, of course, I had to put a shim on this one. I only put one, and it fit quite nice. It took me only about 6 minutes to do that process, okay? And of course, you always got to make sure. This has like a little notch over here, this compensator. I don't know if you can see those 2 lines of grooves there. That's the best way how you can line up, or you know that you did it right, is when it lines up directly with the SIG sights. Once you know that it's lined up like that, you're good as gold. But this was shot awesomely, let me tell you. A lot lighter than this one, and you could tell the difference. But anyway, I just thought I'd just put this video out to show you my 2 brand new builds and the problem with this one. Hopefully I can correct it. I'm going to see if I can. If not, I'll keep you posted. So, God bless and take care, guys and girls. See ya. Bye.